I'm not a big fan of toxic masculinity or like whatever, like the norms, I guess. But I like when there's just like a little bit of that, like I'm the man and I'm gonna take charge, you know? Like, cause like why not, you know? I feel like a lot of boys need to start being boys though. Like when it comes to like the male roles, because a lot of like men nowadays are expecting princess treatment, and it's like, okay, well, I want that energy just as much as, but just as bad as you do. For example, like let's say I get a flat tire on the side of the road, and we're together. You better know how to change that tire. Like you better know how to do these things. Because if I have to call my dad, just like I said, no, no, sorry, babe.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man? Bro, I'm out, man. That nigga's tripping.
What's on? What's going? What's going? I can't talk. I can't talk. What's going on, everyone? Talks with Kitty here today, and we got an interesting video for you guys today. So today, there's a transgender influencer who's speaking out about the decline of masculinity, and my problem with this is, it's like the pot calling the kettle black. Right? You are a transgender woman. That means you transitioned from identifying as a man to being a woman, and now you're criticizing men that don't want to live up to traditional masculinity or who don't want to be the typical masculine guy. Huh? What kind of world are we living in today, bro? Remarkable. You saw the intro, and look. People are going in on this guy, right? I mean, it's hard not to, right? I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. It's hard not to go. This man, Lopez Ramondo, is pretending to be a woman while going on a diatribe about how men like himself need to be more masculine. Now, am I getting this right? This guy? And this is one of the angles. The reason I want to react to this video, or I want to get my commentary on this, I want to kind of highlight how I have this talking point that I've been speaking about against transgenderism, and how it's a form of narcissism in my view. Because to have this idea that everyone has to date you is as asinine as me saying every woman should date me because I'm black. Oh, you shouldn't discriminate. You shouldn't filter out black men. Well, why? People have their preferences. There's black women that don't like black men, so now they're racist because they don't want to date their own. Everyone has a preference, but for some reason, when transgender women, they come out here and they go, "Oh, it's bigotry if straight men don't want to date trans women." Huh? How, Sway? It's a lot of things going wrong with it, but I want to point you off to this viral clip that's been going around on the internet. And God bless the dude that had to sit there blindfolded to this. Let's take a look.
Like, just based off of the conversation we're having now.
Like if it were a date?
Yeah. Because this is technically like a date, like a mini date.
Go back. You know I want to
I'm not really sure. Kind of got a blindfold on, so I don't really know what to ask you.
You can
Okay,
take the blindfold off.
I'm not your typical 10, so like what are looks like everything to you? Like what is the vibe?
Not everything, but it plays a big part.
For sure. Well, with that being said, you can take your blindfold off.
Oh, fuck no. Jesus Christ. Get the fuck out of here.
I never seen a dude run that fast in my life. Oh my God. This is where I got the video from. This is the same thread here. My goodness. This displeases the Gorlock, right? And this guy got famous, I think, because he went on the whatever podcast. And it shows that he seems to revel in attention, right? Whether if it's good or bad, negative, positive, it doesn't matter. These things are, these things. This guy, these transgender people, I believe, are attention seeking, and I think that's a signal for narcissism as well. What led me to make this video? Jordan Peterson highlighted a study that recently came out, or has been brought to the Twitter attention. No, not really. Narcissistic personality disorder. Who could have guessed it? In a recent study, in this study of transgender patients, the frequency of personality disorders was 81%. Yes, you heard me right. 81%. The most frequent personality disorder was narcissistic personality disorder at 57%. Doesn't that explain a lot, people? And this is from a government issued PMC. There goes the guy. Look at this. Wow. 51%. obsessive compulsive, sadistic, paranoid, antisocial, schizophrenia type, passive aggressive, self-defeating. This explains a lot. Why? Oh, you're a bigot if you don't want to date me. Trans women are women. This idea that you can transform reality based on your feelings, based on your worldview. These people think they're gods, right? And you see that attitude with this guy. I mean, with Gorlock here. I don't know his actual name. I don't know how this individual identify himself. But the idea that, oh, you got to do at least, like, the amount of entitlement. You saw the reaction in the second clip. The dude just, and you sitting here trying to demand the world. And I blame social media on this too. I did a video. It's one of my successful videos here on this channel. Is that social media is creating more narcissists. I think that was I was saying that social media is making people more narcissistic to make a guy like this think he could demand princess treatment. When you saw from the reaction that this guy got from the individual in this video here, the blindfolded dude couldn't run fast enough. But he's here. Oh, I'm a 10. Huh? A part of me thinks a lot of the individuals nowadays, they lack self-awareness. I think that's a big part of our culture too. A lot of women, sorry women, I know I've been picking on you on this video, but y'all allow this to happen. You allow people to identify with your gender, and now they're wrecking you in your sports, and now y'all mad. Hey, look, y'all started this. Y'all allowed this to happen. Right? You're glorifying feminine men. You're glorifying gay men. And now these people who would have been feminine men, gay men, are now becoming trans women and pushing you out of your spaces. Your women-only spaces. You only have yourself to blame. Because feminism started this idea that gender and sex aren't linked. Gender and sex are different. Feminism started that. And now the chickens have come home to roost. Now, where this guy here says he's a 10. So every woman, imagine this, every woman calling themselves a 10, this guy say he's a 10 just like you guys are. Obviously, someone's lying. Someone's lying. And it's this culture of we have to spare people's feelings. And this is what I'm talking about. Like it's a battle between self-esteem versus self-control. Self-control makes you realize, hey, I'm not the most handsomest guy. I'm handsome. I'm decent looking, but I ain't the best of the best. Self-control asks you to look yourself in the mirror and tell you the reality of your situation. If I was a 10, I'll be on a magazine somewhere. I'm not. So obviously I'm not a 10. This is not reality. Self-esteem tells you, oh, tell yourself you're perfect. Tell yourself you're a 10. Even if the world doesn't agree with you, it doesn't matter as long as you validate yourself. And this kind of thinking is what's leading to a lot of these people becoming more narcissistic. Women are adopting this in spades. And I think we need to be, as a culture, we need to go back to a time of self-control, not self-esteem. Because self-esteem allows you to say that you're something when you're not. I'm a 10, but you're not a 10. Look at the results you're getting. You're getting the results of a 5, a 4, a 3, a 2, a 1. So how can you claim to be a 10? Self-control will make you realize, hey, I got to accept the reality. I'm not this. And you'll be able to perform better in reality because you understand what it actually is, not what you want it to be. Self-esteem demands, I want the reality to fit what I want it to be. And I don't care if I have to force authoritarian laws to force people to comply with my view of myself, of how I view myself. Compelled speech, which is not a human right. You don't have the right to force someone to do something for you. But these trans influencers, these transgender people, that's what they believe. And then when studies come out, 81% of them have mental, some type of personality disorders. Everyone's like, I'm not surprised. Everyone goes, water is wet. Because you have to have that. Something has to be wrong with you to think that the world will conform to how you see yourself, and we're supposed to validate that. Worry about things you can control, not what you can't control. And this guy, look, I pray for Mr. Lopez here. I pray for Mr. Lopez. I hope, he finds a good therapist that but helps him realize the reality of his situation. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. That's as nice as I'm gonna say it. Okay, so let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I know people are roasting the hell out of this trans influencer, but I think the guy revels in the attention. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I would really like to hear your guys' take on these string of events. What do you think of the findings that was discovered with the personality disorder associated with a lot of trans people? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.